Good morning, it's me, Chris Colley. I am in the rubber room on this cold Wednesday morning, the day before Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have some wonderful plans for Thanksgiving and you get to spend it with people that are important to you, doing the things that you like to do. Just popping over here on my computer, make sure I'm in the right spot. Today, I'm going to share a card made with this Happier Than Happy stamp set. But before I do that, I promised I would share with you guys some of our OnStage goodies. I love Stampin' Up, of course, but I have made so many wonderful friendships and enjoyed some traveling with people on my team and my downline, and I just am having such a good time that I forgot that I was supposed to share these with you guys, so I'm going to share them now. And first off, we get this wonderful name tag. On the back of our name tag, we had the QR code, so we could use that to scan in to see what our agenda was and what our premier purchase premier pre-order was. Those are the items that if you went to OnStage, you got to order them early. So, and then this is our little code that tells us which prize patrol we win. And then we have our name on it. And this is just kind of an indication of they do offer standard lunches, gluten-free or vegetarian. So they mark those on our name tags, and we are in the U.S. because we're a global company. They like to make sure that our name badges indicate where we're from. Here is our center stage little banner. I did get an award for our annual sales level 2, which is over $20,000. Leadership 1, which means I had 5 or more qualified recruits. And team building, which means I added to my team. And then gold, which is my status. You start out at bronze, and then you move up from there. So that is kind of my title status. So that's our name tag. And we also do roommate gifts. So this was one of the gifts that I got from my roommate, who was my downline, and she is extremely talented, Jackie, and we are going to be doing an event together with another downline, Soraya. So we're going to do a catalog launch kickoff on January 14th, which I'm really excited to be able to work with them on. And she made this adorable box, and it opens this way, and she put this beautiful scissor charm in there. But seriously, you guys, I love this, but I'm thinking, and let me know with some hearts or a comment or something, I think this scissor charm is going to look great on my new bag, right? This bag is so cool. It's leather. It's just, I love the beautiful hunter green color of it. Has a really nice soft texture on the inside. There's a little zipper compartment there, and it says Stampin' Up! Inside there too. Can you guys see that little label there? And under Stampin' Up! It says Inspire, Create, and Share, which is what we like to do at Stampin' Up! So, but let me know. I think that I'm going to forego it as a scissor charm and just hook it right onto my bag. I think it looks like it was just made for this bag, don't you? I'm so excited about it. We have such talented demonstrators in our group, and just being able to, and not only in our group, but all of Stampin' Up! So just being able to travel and spend some time with them was awesome. So this stamp set called Beautifully Happy is a celebration stamp set, and that was a prize patrol that everybody that was there got. So if you were a demonstrator and attended OnStage in Indianapolis, you got that. Hi Kay, thanks for tuning in. Hi Carol, good morning ladies. We did get these other 2 stamp sets. And this is a great background set. I already know what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to emboss on it and do a watercolor wash on it, which I'm excited to do. And then these beautiful borders. Aren't those gorgeous? I just love them. So we got 3 stamp sets. We had one of the new kits on our table. This is the new kit that's just available this month. And So we all got to make some cards with it. And it's a beautiful stamp set, a very masculine kit, which I think is really, really nice. And then here's the stamps, and they have a happy birthday, a thanks, I can always count on you, and this clock I think is amazing, and then an image of the world. But these are some really good masculine type fonts too. And we got trading pins. Every event we go to, we get some trading pins. I did trade mine. I have a friend, Barb Ryder, and her group are the bees, and so I traded this beautiful sunshine for a bee pin she was collecting to share with her downline. And the sunshine, of course, has a special meaning to me. You guys know I am a sunrise person, and I love nothing more than a sunny day, so it was a perfect trade for me. And then on stage, each time we go to an event, we get a pin that says which event it is, so that's kind of good for your little memory keepers. And this I'm not going to open because I'm a little superstitious. But it is, I did take a picture of it that I will post. It is an umbrella, and this was our Silver Elite reception gift. So if you were Silver Elite or above, you got one of these. It's this really pretty umbrella, but it's black on the outside with the label, and then on the inside it has all different color circles and different sizes. Really, really cool. And then I got some of this great navy ribbon. Isn't this beautiful? It's kind of a denim color with two different shades. So it has like a little border on it. Thanks for sharing my video, Carol. I appreciate it. And then I also got this pack of loose daisy embellishments. This belongs to part of the suite that is my favorite stamp set in the new catalog, and one that I will be showcasing on our January 14th catalog launch. And you can get the launch to go too if you want to, so just let me know if you're interested. I do have a few spots left, so and of course we have all to-go spots if you want to do that, but I have a few in-person spots. But aren't these the coolest? Look how tiny they are. They are perfect for the centers of flowers, but they go in this like rain or shine suite that has an embossing folder with little raindrops. So, so cool. And there's like a bazillion of them in here. For those of you who know those terms with me, I think a bazillion is over 300. So there's 300 of these little pieces in here. And then we got this pack of paper. I know, my desk needs to be really big for this. Isn't this gorgeous? I absolutely love it. Foil is so in. Foil and metallics are just really right on trend right now. So you get 4 pieces, and they're 12 by 12, and you get these 2 colors. So you get 2 pieces of each of these colors. And you can see how shiny and pretty they are. This is kind of a coral color. And this one is kind of an evening evergreen. Absolutely gorgeous paper. I cannot wait to dig in and to use it. And then, of course, the real reason everybody goes, besides camaraderie and seeing other demonstrators and networking, and is the new catalogs, right? So Celebration starts January 5th and runs through February 28th. This little gorgeous catalog is filled with free products that you can earn with placing a $50 order or a $100 order. If you are a demonstrator beginning December 1st, you can pre-order these items. So that's a really big perk with Stampin' Up! I cannot wait for my pre-order because I'm going to be ordering things for my catalog launch. And then, of course, the mini catalog. I love this. I think this is just so, so pretty. And if you can see this part, they have taken the little hexagon. I think that's the art something part of that suite, and they've embossed all those little die cuts and used it kind of as a background for that flower It's so beautiful. And I love the colors of this. So if you are like me and you need to be able to pre-order on December 1st so you can start playing, you can join my team. We have lots of team perks. It's $99 for your starter kit. You pick $129 worth of merchandise, and you get to totally customize it to what you want. So it's a great deal, and we have a very active team. So we do monthly get-togethers for our team meeting with Make and Takes. We're going to do a Christmas party. We have a group that does classes, and we do a quarterly shoebox to swap and product shares, and we are just a really wonderful team to be a part of that's super active. On our Facebook page, we do a roll dice challenge every month. And so, hey Nancy, thanks for tuning in. Nancy is part of our group, and she is in Florida. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving too, Nancy. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let's get started. Today we're going to be using this Happier Than Happy stamp set, which I love. There are 15 stamps in it, and we did, one of my downline had a class, Jackie, so we did a great project with this, but one of my favorite stamp sets in the catalog, just because I think it's kind of really friendly, and it has coordinating dies that match. Okay, so you can buy that as a bundle. And then it does have, it comes as a suite, and part of this suite are these two, it's a ribbon combo pack. So you get the old olive ribbon and then some Sahara sand ribbon. And these coordinate, they're both a woven ribbon, and they're just, one is a little bit thicker than the other one, you can see. We're going to be using some of that today. And then part of the suite also is this gorgeous 12 by 12 paper. Isn't this pretty? This is my favorite sheet in there because I think it just looks happy. You have the little flowers and the little animals and the little birds singing. I think in the little, I love that little bear that's just waving hi to everybody. It just looks really happy to me. So that's my favorite piece in here. And then the back of it is more of a geometric kind of paper. This one I think is really cool too. I love the little mountains on it. They look like they're snow-capped, and just the little birdie on the logs. I think it's just so inviting. And then again, the geometric shapes on the back. So here we have the geometric ones, and then all different colors leaves. I love all the different shades of green in here. And just coupled with a little bit of gray and Sahara sand, just really pretty. And look at that little teeny tiny acorn. We do have dies that you can put right on there and cut those little acorns right out of the paper. As well, there's a little fox die, so you can cut that fox out. And of course, there's a little bear die, so you can cut that bear out. You don't have to fancy cut. There's dies already there to do that for you. This is piece we're going to use today. I can never decide if it goes this way or this way, but I love the colors in it. I think it's just warm and friendly. And again, the geometric shapes on the back. And then this one has those little mushrooms. Aren't those adorable? I love like the little kind of watercolor splashes in there and some little wavy designs and dots. Really fun mushrooms. And then geometric shapes on the back. And then, of course, the trees. And I think these are so pretty. And then the greenery on the back of it. So that is the paper that coordinates with it. And it is the Happy Forest designer, Happy Forest Friends. Yes, the Happy Forest Friends designer series paper. And then I also am using this embossing folder today. And these are the mini embossing folders. So they can be run through your big machine, but they are the perfect size to run through your little baby machine. And then they come in a 2-pack, and this is the other one in the pack, which is just some beautiful flowers. Looks like a big sprigs around it, and leaves, and then flowers in the middle. And those are the Elegant Eucalyptus 3D embossing folders. And our mini embossing folders always come in a 2-pack. I shouldn't say always, but up until this point they have. So last night I was doing our Creativity Club cards for this month, packing them up and getting them all ready to go. And this is one of the cards that we're going to be doing, so it's kind of a sneak peek for our club members. Opens like this. I think it was just really cute. And so I decided that I would share a version of this card with you today. And this one came from this card here, which I had made. I think this is the one we made at our new catalog kickoff when we got this stamp set in the winter catalog this year. So it was the Harvest stamp set, Harvest Blessings, I think. So I made this card for that, and I really liked it, so I just turned it. Instead of going horizontally or vertically, I made it go horizontal. So that's kind of our card pattern that we're going to use today. Let's pull in some goodies here. We're going to start with a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock, a bone folder, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, and it is scored at 1 1/4. This is scored on the 8.5 side at 1 1/4 and 4 1/4. So I'm just going to fold it on that score line. That's the 4 1/4, and burnish it with my bone folder. And then I'm going to fold this 1 1/4 back. So it's just going to fold right back on itself. Okay? Cool, right? And then I have cut my designer series paper. This piece is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. This piece is 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. And this piece is 5 1/4 by 1. So those are the 3 pieces of designer series paper that you're going to need. And I'm just going to start by adding this piece here. So I'm going to kind of fold that back a minute and just center this on here. And I'm just using my regular Stampin' Seal for it. There we go. And I'm going to put this piece on this little flap here. And again, still using my Stampin' Seal. And this one, I think, kind of looks like hearts. It's probably like a paw print or something, but I'm going to put that down here. And this card goes together very, very quickly. And then this other piece of DSP, I'm going to put right in here. Oh, I am out of adhesive. They gave us that nice red piece there so we can keep track of it and it won't surprise us. You guys have had a lot of fun with me lately. Last time my little mini emboss arm broke off. We got to see how we fixed that. And now you can see how we are going to fix our adhesive. Let's see if I have a pack of adhesive here. I do not, so you don't get to see that today. But I do have some more adhesive. So you won't have to watch me run and get some and wait for me. Okay, so let's put this aside. And we'll put this piece here. I think I'm going to do it this way because this one has like a little round tree trunk at the top and one at the bottom. So I think I'll do it this way. And I'm going to try. Oh my gosh, Chris. I'm just going to do this so I know I'm lined up at the bottom and straight all the way across here. So what I want is all 3 of these pieces to be right down there and at the top. There we go. And then I think I have this piece. It's going to go in the middle right there. So I'm going to take my words, and they say happier than happy for you. And I'm going to stamp those in gray granite. Let's move this out of the way. And I'm just going to stamp on my grid paper to see. Yep, I thought this was one. Sometimes I get them that they're kind of printed crooked on the stamp when they cut it out. So I know this one needs to go down just a tad to make it straight, okay? And then while my ink pad is out, I'm gonna go ahead and ink up my bear. My bear is a little bigger of a stamp. It's a distinctive stamp, so you guys that know me know that is my favorite kind of stamp. So because it's bigger, I'm gonna ink it face up on my table as opposed to the normal way where I would just tap it on my ink pad. And then I'm just gonna stamp him on a piece of scrap paper. All right, so now I'm gonna set him up there while I put my sentiment in. And I grabbed some Stamp and Seal Plus, but you certainly don't need Stamp and Seal Plus. I just didn't want you guys to wait while I went over and found a refill and did all that, so. Okay, so that's gonna be the inside of our card. And this is the outside. Now let's bring in, I have my little mini cut and emboss machine here. I love this thing. So it comes like this. So you can just press both sides up and it's just so easy to take and travel with. When we went to Indiana, I took this with us so that we could work on some stamping projects while we were there. And I have worn my directions out, but there are directions for sandwiches on there. I just wore mine out. When you put it in, you want to put it in kind of like at a little bit of a bevel, okay? So I'm going to do a 1 and then a number 2, and then my cardstock, and then I'm going to put my die right on top of my bear. Do you guys love these dies that fit your stamps? I think that is such a cool thing. For those of you that don't like to fancy cut, it's perfect, right? So again, this is going to go in just at a little bevel. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. I'm going to take just a little Post-it note and hold that bear in place. And you can do this with your Stamparatus too. If I was doing more than one of these, I would certainly use my Stamparatus to do it. So I am just gonna, there we go. Get it all lined up, Post-it note to stick it down, and then make sure my plates are a little bit beveled, and put it in my machine. There we go. And I'm just gonna put my hand up here so it has a little more stability to it. We have some changes coming up in the new year, you guys. I'm going to be here on Friday mornings doing a Friday Fun Fold. And I'm actually going to be doing some online classes here too. So that's going to be kind of a fun little change that we're going to do. And I have a lot of people who subscribe to my channel and watch my channel, and they are not in the area. So I'm going to reach out and hopefully be able to have classes and share my creativity with those people who aren't close by doing online classes. So that'll be something to look forward to. And here we go. Okay, so I got my little bear, and I got my card base and my sentiment. So I have a piece of Mellow Moss that I've embossed. I've cut it with the deckled edge rectangles and then embossed it with that embossing folder I showed you. And then I cut a piece of Calypso Coral 2 3/8 by 3 3/4. And I'm just going to pop this on there, get it in the center. And speaking of to go, if you wanted to do our catalog launch to go, you can also do that. We are going to have it in person in the Rubber Room, and spots are limited to 20 people for that, but you can get it to go, and we have unlimited spots for that. So Okay, so we have these two like but I am going to make a little scarf for the bear. So cutting our ribbon and fraying it is going to make it a little bit thinner, and it's also going to make it look more like a scarf than if it was all together. And I didn't worry too much when I cut it in half if I was exactly in half or not. Now you can use these frayed pieces, and you can use this for something else if you wanted to save it. The class that I took with Jackie, she used this for grass. And it certainly does look like grass, doesn't it? So don't throw that piece out unless you want to. If you want to, go ahead and throw it out. If you're not going to use it for grass, go ahead and throw it out. So I'm just going to take this ribbon that is all frayed, and I'm going to put it around the bear's neck and just tie it in a little knot. And you want to, I'm going to twist it a little bit so it's easier to work with and to pull through there. And do it again so that I have my knot. All right. And then I'm just going to kind of pull that down and trim it off. So you can give them a really long scarf, or you can give them a short scarf, just like that. And then I keep my dimensionals, or I'm sorry, I keep my glue dots from our paper pumpkin. And I do that because they have these really small glue dots. So I'm just going to use my take your pick tool here. Get rid of those fuzzies. And I'm going to pop that little backing off. And just kind of peel my glue dot off. You can see I need some hand lotion. This time of year always gets me here. So I'm just going to peel that off and stick it right under his scarf where I want that little knot to be. So I'm just going to move that right over onto there, like that. And then kind of pull my scarf down together. And then I'm going to come in. Oh, it is really looking frayed there. It got wild. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to bring in some dimensionals. My little handy box here, and I'm gonna pop this little guy up. So I'm gonna give him one in the head, a little half of one on his little arm that he's waving hello with. Are you guys all ready for Thanksgiving? We actually are gonna do something different this year. Our son and daughter-in-law that are in Shelby or Sterling Heights are going to come on Saturday and help us put some of the decorations for Christmas up. And so we're going to be going out to dinner, which is new for us. We haven't done that before on Thanksgiving without our children. So it will be a first spending it just my husband and I since we had children, which is a long time ago. They're both in their 30s. But it will be a good thing, so I'm looking forward to it. And then we have a little Santa collection that we put out, so we're going to do some of the decorations before the kids get here, and then we'll put the tree up on Saturday. So it will be a fun weekend for us. All right, and this is going to go on here, but I'm just going to be able to attach it in the middle here. So what I want to do is that's where I'm going to put my adhesive. So rather than guess what the middle is here, I'm just going to put it right on my flap. So that's where I'm going to put my adhesive. And then this is going to go right in the middle like that. Isn't that fun? I think that is just so cute. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Bambi. I hope you have some great plans. Thanks for tuning in today. It's good to see your name here. I wish it was your face, but I'll take a name. Okay, so this is it, you guys. Our fun, quick, and easy. And I also did it with a different designer series paper, so you could see the difference. This is the paper that had the great big trees in it, and then the mushrooms here, and then did the same thing, happier than happy for you, and here. And then, of course, we have our fold the other way for this is our peek at one of our Christmas Club or Creativity Club cards this month. And then we have our fall version, which is kind of perfect for Thanksgiving. It says you are such a blessing. So, all right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I so appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody.